Welcome to episode 1 of building my pop-up restaurant. I have never done anything like this before, so I thought why not document it, take you along the journey, because who knows, one day it might even be a real brick and mortar restaurant. Today we're testing recipes, so come along with me. One of my most popular recipes is the Biscoff tiramisu, which I am so grateful for that everyone loves. We're gonna do a few different flavors on the menu. We've got pistachio, Biscoff, and maybe like a limited edition Nutella one. It took me quite a while to figure out what I want to sell them in, and I think I've settled on these, which are like cool little vegware paper cups, 12 ounces. Then I also thought about selling a big portion, like a family style tiramisu, in something like this, which is, I think, like a couple of litres. So the tiramisu recipe is very simple. It's the Biscoff biscuits dipped in the coffee and then the cream on top. 2 fit perfectly at the bottom there. What makes the perfect tiramisu? I'd say a lot of love and care, but also, honestly, just the right amount of sweetness and the right texture for the cream, because you don't want it to be too sweet. You've got to taste the coffee in the biscuit. So I always use espresso, never use instant coffee. And the good thing about Biscoff biscuits is not only are they naturally accidentally vegan, but they have a nice coffee flavor to them already, like a caramelized biscuit flavor. Okay, so perfect timing. This parcel's just arrived, and if it is what I think it is, it's very exciting. Let me get a knife. Okay, it's the napkins. Ready? This is sick. We have about 5,000. Oh no, they're not napkins. I know what they are. They are the tray inserts. This is the tray that all the food is served on. Sick. That's cool, isn't it?
That's so sick.
It fits perfectly. You're gonna have your pasta there. Amazing. Very, very happy. Now we're gonna put the cacao powder on all 3 different variations of tiramisu. This is pretty much the most popular one. It's gonna be a little bit more full. I just ran out of cream. Feels good, I can't lie. It feels nice in the hand, look at that. This is, by the way, this is not sponsored, but this is single origin cacao powder, not the cheap stuff, because people will notice a difference and you want to have the best quality ingredients. This is a custom-made stamp we've had made. Obviously it's backwards, but it says Giuseppe's Kitchen on it. And then we've got red ink stamp. And basically, press it on here, like so. And the idea is mainly it's gonna be for paper bags. Sick. That's cool, isn't it? So something like that. Does it look good?
Amazing.
Giuseppe's Kitchen. And then here it'll be like pistachio tiramisu, Biscoff tiramisu. So the next dish is going to be my creamy rosso rigatoni pasta. That's what it's called on the menu. It's essentially like a roasted red pepper pasta. I did originally have gochujang in it, but I decided to leave it out just so it's a bit more mellow. And every time I feed it to people, they're like, what is this recipe? So these shallots basically get sweated down for about 5-10 minutes with a good amount of olive oil and garlic and miso paste, and that forms the base of the roasted red pepper sauce. Now we're just going in with a bit of tomato puree, so we want that to get nice and soft. Now whilst that's softening, we're going to add all the ingredients to the blender, starting with roasted red peppers, sun-dried tomatoes, a little bit of miso paste for some umami. Ooh. That was pretty sick, innit? I've always put the lemon in this way, so that the juice comes out the bottom. But I've also seen people put the lemon in this way, so let me know what way you think the lemon should go. And then this is nutritional yeast, which is basically like a nice cheesy flavour. The shallots are nice and soft. Into the blender, some single cream. Vitamix, probably one of the most powerful blenders. And then we just blend that up until it's nice and smooth. This is probably the size of the batch that I'm going to make it in the restaurant, because we don't want it to be too... Just look at the colour of that.
Wow.
It's like a deep orange. But obviously right now it's cold, so I'm just going to give it a taste to see if it needs anything. Perfect, maybe a little bit of salt. 2 goals of this pop-up restaurant are the food has to be good and the content has to be even better. So this is what I call tofu crumb. And it's essentially a dried out, like crumbled tofu mixed with smoked paprika, agave, olive oil, and some seasonings. And it's basically going to go on top of all the pasta dishes. These are roasted pumpkin seeds and pistachios. These form the base of our rocket and pistachio pesto. I'm going to start by popping the pistachios and the pumpkin seeds into the blender and just give them a bit of a pulse to basically give them a bit of a head start. It already smells so good. This pistachio recipe initially had cavallonero or kale to give it a nice like deep green color and also a nice earthy flavor. But when I realized that I need to scale these, we decided to swap to rocket because it's much cheaper. It doesn't have stems that you have to cut off, so it's going to be easier for my staff. And that's just one learning I found, is that little things like that, it's going to help you save money, save time. A bit of lemon juice to keep it nice and tangy and also to give it a bright green color. And then nutritional yeast again for that cheesy, nutty flavor. And now we blend. Salt. Now we can add the extra basil. And then finally, garlic. Cream to make it nice and creamy. It keeps all the nice little bits of textures, which is exactly what you want in a pesto. That is so good. We're gonna cook the pasta, get everything plated up. So that's the pasta all done. I've also drizzled it with a little bit of olive oil. We're gonna pretend an order's just come in. Just had an order for 1 pistachio pesto and 1 creamy rosso rigatoni. So what's gonna happen is 2 spoons of the pistachio pesto, right? Already smelling great. Some reserved pasta water, because that's important. And as you can see, the color already looks incredible. The recently blanched pasta, like so. And we just want it to stay hot, right? And you also want every bit of pasta to be nice, coated and covered. These are the plates it's being served on. Looks good, right? Then we're gonna go in with crumbled tofu crumb. Now the final dish is gonna have this really nice plant-based like mozzarella, but I don't have it right now, so something like that. Good amount of crispy chili oil. Obviously, the papers have arrived, so let's see basically what it would look like. And that's your order, mate.
Thank you.
Obviously, important time is the taste test time. I'm happy with that. So, same again. We're gonna go in with a couple of spoons of the orange sauce. I will have a better utensil when it comes to working in the restaurant. Pasta water. Just gonna help it be nice and silky smooth, like so. And because we've coated the pasta in olive oil, it's not sticking to each other. And then we're gonna, same again, transfer everything over. Tofu crumb. Parsley, chili oil again. Perfect. And that is the creamy rosso rigatoni. Taste test time. This one is much more saucy. So we've got a nice, wow, this looks so good. That's what we want. It's a completely different kind of texture to the other one. The other one's much more textury and just like got different lumps of nuts. This one is just so much like saucier, so nice and different, and you can just basically choose what you want. I really like that. So an order for a tiramisu has just come in. We've got the tray, got the paper, like so. Spoon, let's just pretend it's a spoon because it's the spoon it's going to come with. Wow. That's so, I mean, I've tried it a million times, but it's so good. As good as the pasta is, honestly, I would be happy if this pop-up just sells tiramisu all day. That is Liverpool Street, and this is how to get there in 30 seconds. You walk this way, and then 3 seconds later, we're here. So it's called Box Hall and it is open pretty much every single day. And they have 2 entrances. This is one of the main ones. And my unit is going to be here, the first one on the left, kitchen number 8, 6 weeks only, book a table now.